Good morning, everyone. It's Friday. It is July 17th, and it is 4:27 a.m. Mountain Time. For all you early birds like me, I have a really bad headache this morning. I'm not sure what's going on. So I keep on thinking it's maybe lack of caffeine or what. I don't know. But thank you for understanding the last 3 days. I just wasn't able to insert a video and all of that I do on the things I had to do. But I'm back, and I did read the book. Spoiler alert. Anybody that doesn't want a spoiler alert right now. 1, 2, 3. Just giving you an opportunity to fast forward it. I did read the book. The last part of the book is phenomenal. She doesn't skimp on any adjectives whatsoever about her uncle, and that's fantastic. And it's definitely an in-depth family story, written by her, and she did it very, very well. So I didn't read it. I listened to it. I was able to get it on Audible, and that worked a lot better for me. When I was at work, I can just pop in my little wireless thing and play it, and I was able to listen to it. So it was pretty good. So highly recommended. I am going to, at the end of this video, going to read and see how it's making 45 feel, for sure. see what he feels, how his ego is doing. But right now I wanted to read on the schools. There's a lot more things than just the schools. Trump's press secretary, I swear, that woman. I think she has to have a shot of whiskey before she goes to that podium and 3 shots after she's done. If you ever watch her demeanor. She's very stoic. She's very stopped, but watch her chest. When questions come up with this, she knows that she has to answer, and she doesn't want to answer. Her chest will start like moving, like she start to panic or whatever. It's fascinating, actually. But are you kidding me? The science should not stop what they're doing. It's bad enough that they think that parents are supposed to just get over it if their child gets sick because, they're going to make it. Who wants to put their child in harm's way to get sick? We don't even want them to get a cold. But, you're supposed to be okay with them getting the corona. Not only that, how many teachers do we have out there that are elderly teachers? How many custodians, how many, secretary, how many adults will also have to be involved in that? The children, they're like petri dishes. There's no way you can contain children when it comes to a coronavirus. And then all of the children who may have gotten it while they were at school go home to their parents, to their grandparents, to whatever. It's just unbelievable what they're asking this country to do. Unbelievable. So there's my little spiel on that. But I want to see. I wanted to read on it and see if it's actually going to happen. The red states, they're going to fall in suit. And I feel bad for them. I hope the parents, sorry if my shuffling is loud. I hope the parents really rebel. If you're not going to stand up for anybody, stand up for your dang children. Quit being such wimps. All right. Here we go. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see if it's actually going to come around I know several states, thank goodness, have already said, even my state, they're on the fence right now. We haven't had the confirm. We did get an email, and I'm talking about my grandchildren, not my children, that they haven't made the decision yet, but everybody's going to get a laptop. So be prepared if that happens, that everybody's going to get a laptop. And you know, the thing about that is, like, why don't we just have them in one day a week? Are you kidding me? This defeats the purpose. Just be safe, people, until this coronavirus is under control. After 45 leaves office, because apparently he has given up, then we can do that. All right, schools. What's going on with schools? Here we go. Hangman. Tension. Very much. And then we have the King of Cups. High emotions. Lots and lots of emotions. However, it came in inverted, so poor leadership, of course. Poor leadership. Attention seeker. The Three of Swords. The heartbreak is going on underneath the heartbreak. The conflict, the heartbreak. The King of Cups. Romance. Lovers. Reveal. So the King of Cups is sorry, they're not the King of Cups. I knew I'm saying that wrong. The Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups. Which, you know, this is the page is the immaturity, the guy that did, you know, the person who just graduated from high school, and they're very, very green, and they're going into college, and they're, you know, just so immature, and they're starting to get some freedom now. The Knight of Cups is the graduate who is now going to go out into the world and put his resumes out into the world, and he feels like he's got a little bit of knowledge to conquer, but he's still that immaturity. So that's what the Knight of Cups is that he has an education about how to make a living. However, he still doesn't have the lot of emotional maturity that he needs to go out there. So that makes it where the coming up. So there's a lot of heartbreak underneath the school thing, but we also have the pleaser, the person who is still functioning under, you know, immature emotions. But he's got some knowledge under his belt. And then we have strength up underneath here on top of us. The courage, the power. Maybe that's talking about the courage and the power to say no. No, we're not going to put our children in harm's way. What's going forward? The Knight of Pentacles inverted. Authoritative. Controlling. Easy to bribe. Lack of people skills. That's interesting. Five of Pentacles, poverty. Lack of stability, missing opportunity. Eight of Swords, self-imposed. Self-honesty. Queen of Cups, the woman has showed up. The emotional about the women. The women are going to speak up. The mothers are going to speak up. That's good. The mothers are going to start to speak up. The mothers are going to start percolating, and their voice is going to be heard really loud. The Nine of Pentacles, which is good income, match, and wealth. So the women are going to start showing up, and they're going to start. The Two of Cups. I think that, and then the Star, and then the Death of it all, which is. They're going to figure out a new way. The mothers are going to start showing up. That's excellent. Excellent. So here in the near future, probably before September or whatever date that, you know, your schools are supposed to, mothers are going to start being more and more vocal about it. And they're going to figure out another way of doing it. And that whole thing about the children going back to school, it's going to have to wait. I feel like a lot of schools are not going to do it, but there's going to be a few disasters out there. So let me read on those and what's going to happen with the disasters if they do go back to school. That's just unfathomable. It really is unfathomable. It's because he's not thinking of just the children. There's so many tentacles. There's so many people attached to the children. So many adults. So many elderly. There's so many other people who can just be, devastated by just children going back to school. I'm still shaking my head going, this makes no sense. There's not a mother out there that wouldn't love to have their children go back to school. You know what I mean? It's freedom. It helps. It puts, all kinds of stuff. There's not school's starting. I remember it when my kids were younger, that we were all excited about it. But I wouldn't be excited about it knowing that my child could be sick. And then I have to deal with the sick. You see, if I'm a working parent and my child gets the coronavirus, I'm at home. You see, I'm losing money anyway. It's just crazy. Crazy. Okay, let's see what's going on with the ones that are going to do it. Stealing of the night, rest and rejuvenation. Ten of Swords is not going to come out very well. The government's going to have to step in. The other government, Emperor. And then we have the Ace of Swords, confusion, memory loss. And then the Hierophant. And then Pentacles are going to work hard at trying to reverse the situation. Yeah, the Ten of Swords is going to happen if they do that. The stealing, they're trying to beware of deceit and betrayal. And then the Ten of Swords is above it. And the Four of Swords, which is recovery. So they're going to get sick. The Empress shows up here, fertility and abundance going forward. The Empress, so the government, somebody else is going to have to step in and tell them no. So it looks like the ones that do, they're going to have that sickness and it's not going to go very well. But going forward, the people who are in charge of that state are going to reverse it and work hard to fix it. Hope that's true. All right. Let's move on. We're going into Gemini, which is the communication. Lots and lots and lots and lots of communication going to happen in the astrologically Gemini. Don't get me into using a whole bunch of words in the astrological sense because I don't understand it all. I do know that we're going, we were in retrograde or whatever, and now we're going into Gemini. And that's a lot of communication. So let's see what the kind of communication is going to come out. What kind of... It promotes, going into Gemini, and this, somebody who knows astrological charts, fantastic. Please understand that my limited understanding of it is literally limited. So don't come after me. But I understand it to be communication to where we all start talking. We all start being more aware because we are in that energy of knowledge. And Gemini, because I'm a Gemini, is, the intellect, the intelligence, the communication, the open-mindedness to learn something new, always craving something new to learn. So we're going into that energy of craving something that we want to learn. So I'm hoping that this will open up even the closed-minded people to go learn something new and to understand it and grasp it. And while we're in Gemini. So let's see what kind of information is going to come forth. Let's see what kind of information is going to come forth. Four of Pentacles, finances, and then the Nine of Wands, which is what we have here, is the defense, obstacles, hesitation, period, weak, and careless. The Emperor, so the government. We're going to start learning a lot more about the government. Not that we haven't been force-fed by a fire hose learning now. But the Four of Wands, marriage corroborations. We're going to learn a lot more about corroborations. Good. And then the Two of Cups, which is attractions and loving reunions. We're going to learn a lot more about that. Woo! We're gonna learn a lot more about the evil lurking in our world, I guess. Mine are politically leaned, so I'm going to lean more towards the government and the information coming out of the government, the failures, the bondage. We're gonna really get some good information about that. The hermit. We're all gonna probably go back into our homes. And the heartbreak, yeah, it's going like the coronavirus is gonna. We're all going to have to go back into our homes. The heartbreak is going to show up because of it. The Page of Swords, which is messages about businesses, which a lot of businesses are going to either lose their money or they're going to have to shut down because of all of this. And we have the Four of Swords, rest and rejuvenation, meditation. So it sounds like we're going to learn a lot more about this coronavirus. I was watching a documentary, whether it was true or not. They said that the antibodies only last for a short amount of time, and then you lose them, and then you can get sick again. Oh, if that's true, we're in for it. We're truly, truly in for it. The Five of Cups, Queen of Swords, Page of Wands. And then we have the burdens. The moon, things that are going on underneath the moonlight. And then we're going to get the Ten of Swords. So I think we're really going to get some real information about the virus and how it really, really works. And we're all going to have to go back into quarantine. Do you hear the snores? So that's what's going forward with while we're going into Gemini, and everybody gets some more information. That's unfortunate, but I'm here to tell the truth. So whatever my cards have for us. All right, let's go into seeing how does 45 feel about Mary's book. I can't help but laugh. Because you know dang well that what he hates the most is for somebody to see his failures. What he hates even more is for somebody to tell his failures. What he hates even more than that is for somebody to believe the person who is telling the failures. Her book is top selling right now. It's very well written. And I love story time with the Lincoln Project. Oh, it's so enjoyable. All right, 45. What's going on with you? How do you feel about when he just fired demoted his campaign manager? Because apparently the one in Seattle, Washington or something like that, or some other one that they canceled because they thought due to weather. I heard that it was because of the attendance that nobody was showing up. Interesting. I'm trying to tap into 45's energy. That's why I'm trying to stall a little to see if I can tap into it. But it's really getting difficult this morning. With us being in Gemini, we should be free-flowing his intellect. It's getting... Okay, let's see. Seven of Pentacles. Constant effort. Past efforts. Sudden gain. That's what he's thinking. Four of Cups. Emotionally aloof and empty. Emotionally aloof and empty. Lack of imagination. So he's trying to do his campaign bidding, and going forward and trying to, pass on his disinformation, but it's aloof. Lack of imagination. But I'm trying to figure out how he feels about the book. Seven of Pentacles, sudden gain, investment, taking stock. Okay, that makes more sense. He's taking stock of it. Lack of imagination. What goes over him? He doesn't know what to do with it. The Hierophant, government, or God, or spirit, or whatever. Spiritual guidance. Up underneath, maybe that's the Ten of Swords. Queen of Cups, which is her. The creativity, the visionary. The Queen of Cups. Coming into it. Let's see what's going forward. Five of Wands. Petty conflict. Bickering. Ooh, there's going to be he's starting to fight with everybody on the inside. Going forward, he's angry. The Wheel of Fortune, destiny, karma. I've always said this. Poetic justice is going to get him. Karma is coming to bite him in the butt. The Three of Cups, community. This is outside. This is them. This is him. This is us. The community is getting together. We're starting to circle our wagons, and we've got a vision forward that he's got to go. And he's seeing that under the moon. Illusions, fear, hidden motives. And the Knight of Wands. New travel, home, work. Okay. Well, we have that. And then we have delay. We have the Ace of Wands, getting hit over the head with information. And then we have delay, holding off, frustration, being forced to move. Oh, 45, are you going to be forced to move out of the White House? Let me see what else is coming up. Right now he's campaigning. Right now he's trying to concentrate on his narratives for campaigning. And he's not getting anywhere. He's just not getting anywhere. Nobody's believing him. He does not, he feels it in his gut. He's just ignoring it. Not that he has a gut, but even the worst of us has the gift of intuition, at least the intuition. Whether you listen to it or not, that's up to you. Let's see what else we got. We got the Sun. The Empress shows up again. The spiritual guidance, the Page of Wands, which is in this deck is the person putting a stick through their heart. And then we have chains. This is addiction. And the chains, the addiction. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles, which in this Seven of Pentacles here, if you can see, if you can imagine 45, leaving the White House, trying to take his money, but it's all dropping. The grave that he's done, it's death of his whatever he was been trying to do, and he's trying to escape the White House. So the chains, the addiction, trying to escape the White House, and we have the Fool underneath. And then we have the High Priestess, which goes along with Spirit is on our side. He can't fight Spirit. He can't fight the Spirit part about this whole thing. You can see where she is helping the little child. Helping the little child. And then, of course, we got the Seven of Swords. All right. So he's feeling it. He's really, really feeling the sting of Mary's book. And it is starting to change the thinking of everybody in the United States. She really did a good job. Whichever way happens, at least she got that out. And she has she has empathy for her uncle. If you watched um, any of her interviews, so she doesn't come off as arrogant or egotistical or I want to just have revenge on 45. She actually has empathy throughout the whole thing. So that was really interesting. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that. You have a wonderful Friday. I will see you Sunday morning. And I think we're going to have a surprised guest. And it's going to be on Scott's channel. So Sunday morning, 8:30 Mountain Time, 9:30 Central Time. And I will see you later. Thanks.